The Washington Elementary Art Teacher of the Year is a teacher who sets the example for how visual arts should be taught at the elementary level. They educate, advocate, and participate in arts education by being involved at the district level in curriculum development, art shows, and program advocacy. They represent their profession at the local, state, and/or national level by presenting at conferences or other forms of leadership. This award is given to the elementary educator that stands out above and beyond all their peers. The WAEA Elementary Art Educator of the Year is Cynthia Moore. Cynthia recently retired from Spokane Public Schools, where she was the elementary art specialist at Moran Prairie Elementary School, teaching kindergarten through 6th grade artists. During her long career, she has also taught art at the middle school level for young adults with developmental impairment and served as an artist in residence at various public and private school settings. Cynthia earned a degree in art and teaching credentials from California Lutheran University. She also earned her elementary teaching endorsement with courses completed through Gonzaga and Whitworth Universities. She has received several arts education awards, including the Arts in Education Award from the Spokane Arts Commission and an Artsonia Art Education Leadership Award in 2019. Within her district, Cynthia has presented hands-on art workshops to specialists and classroom teachers, and curriculum classes to art specialists for Spokane Public Schools Summer Institute. She has promoted arts in the community through local arts festivals, serving as the art display coordinator for the Spokane Airport and the Spokane Public Schools, and organizing the Crest Gallery Elementary Art Exhibit. Students and families enjoy their work in a museum gallery setting. Every year since 2016, Cynthia planned and produced the Family Art Night at her school. Cynthia's students loved attending art classes where they found their safe space to experience and explore the world of visual art. Congratulations, Cynthia. The Washington Middle Level Art Teacher of the Year is a teacher who sets the example for how visual art should be taught at the middle school or junior high level. They educate, advocate, and participate in arts education by being involved at the district level in curriculum development, art shows, or program advocacy. They represent their profession at the local, state, and/or national level by presenting at conferences or other forms of leadership. This award is given to the middle-level educator that stands out above and beyond all their peers. The WAEA Middle Level Art Educator of the Year is Olivia Smoches, the North Thurston Public Schools Visual Art Educator at Salish Middle School in Lacey. She was born and raised in the community which she teaches, and graduated from the Evergreen State College in Olympia, where she earned a Bachelor of Arts in Native and Indigenous Studies in Visual Arts and a Master in Teaching with a K-12 Visual Arts endorsement. She currently teaches 6th, 7th, and 8th graders studio art and digital photography classes. Olivia is also the secondary visual art facilitator. With a culturally responsive and warm yet demanding pedagogy, Olivia strives to foster an inclusive artist community that supports creative, critical, and reflective thinkers, students who learn and think for themselves, and artists' collaboration across differences with cultural awareness and self-expression. She bridges students' lived experiences with visual arts curriculum and places herself as facilitator over expert to shed light on student strengths for the collective process to flourish. Olivia is a proud wife and mother who enjoys medicinal gardening, crafting, cruising, listening to music, and playing games with her family. When she creates her own artwork, Olivia's preferred mediums are graphite drawing, oil painting, printmaking, and jewelry and beadwork. Congratulations, Olivia. Your students are truly fortunate to have you. The Washington Secondary Art Teacher of the Year is a teacher who sets the example of how visual art should be taught at the high school level. They educate, advocate, and participate in arts education by being involved at the district level in curriculum development, art shows, and program advocacy. They represent their profession at the local, state, and/or national level by presenting at conferences and other forms of leadership. They are a practicing artist and help students plan and apply for art schools or colleges. This award is given to the secondary level educator that stands out above and beyond all their peers. The WAEA Secondary Art Teacher of the Year is Becky Broyles. Becky is a National Board Certified Teacher who holds degrees from Washington State University in History and Digital Technology and Culture and a Master's of Education. She has worked for the Battleground Public School District for 12 years, currently teaching high school visual art and media classes at River Home Link, a public K-12 parent partnership alternative school for Washington State. At school, she has developed a student choice art program, modeled as a working design studio that allows student artists the freedom to choose their creative pathway for learning. Her students have won numerous awards and have had their work published while working as artists and designers on projects that will enrich their futures. Becky is actively involved in local, state, and international levels of arts education. As a part of the OSPI Arts Cadre and the OSPI Statewide Arts Guidance on Reopening Schools Committee, she worked to establish that all the arts were essential and created a crowdsourced database for media arts teachers during the pandemic. Becky currently facilitates the WAEA monthly virtual workshop. Each summer, she heads the crafts department at the American School in Japan Summer Day Camp in Tokyo. Becky's warm spirit and ongoing passion for art are seen through her love of photography, collage, and fashion. She recently exhibited a photo in a gallery show at the Maryhill Museum of Art and the Tacoma Art Museum. Becky would like to acknowledge her students, their families, her family, friends, fellow teachers, and artists, as well as WAEA members, as the main driving force that encourages her to follow her passions and continue to dream big. Congratulations, Becky. The WAEA Distinguished Service Award recognizes outstanding achievement and contributions by a person or organization in or outside the field of art education. The awardee is a person or organization that has had an exceptional and distinguished history of service at the local, state, and/or national level in support of art students and arts education. This year we honor Cece Bada with the WAEA Distinguished Service Award. Cece is a National Board Certified Teacher who holds a degree in Art and K-12 Education from Central Washington University and a Master's in Education Leadership from the University of Portland. She taught K-12 physical education, health, and visual art with the Easton School District for 40 years. The Easton School District, located in the foothills of the Cascade Mountains, serves around 100 students each year. Many districts of this size do not have resources to give their students wide and varied experiences, but this did not stop Cece from bringing opportunities to students during her career. She offered an array of traditional and non-traditional creative outlets with the hope that each student would find media to resonate with, including cement sculpting, landscape architecture, boat construction, and fly tying. Cece obtained grants for artist-in-residence programs that brought experienced creative professionals from theater, visual arts, music, and dance to work with the students. Field trips were taken to artist studios, galleries, glass companies, and museums. A visit to an architectural firm in Seattle allowed the students to see career options in architecture, interior design, and engineering, with a chance to view and discuss architectural features seen in historic Pioneer Square. Cece also led community projects with students for the benefit of local natural areas and state parks, alumni memorials, and annual art creations for permanent display at the school. With the K-12 students all in one building, artists of all ages were able to work together on many of these experiences. Students in Cece's photography classes learned to produce the school yearbook while incorporating graphic design, writing, and developing public speaking skills to acquire sponsors for publication. Cece gave back directly to her school community by taking senior photographs with no cost to students or families. Cece's dedication to her students and contributions to the arts education community make her remarkably deserving of this award. Congratulations. The WAEA Art Educator of the Year is awarded to a teacher with an extensive history of highly accomplished teaching, providing enriching and engaging content for their students. They also educate by writing curriculum, standards, and/or assessments, mentoring new teachers, and publishing articles. They advocate for arts education by receiving grants, creating artwork outside of the classroom, and supporting students in contests and exhibitions. They participate by being a leader within their school, district, profession, online community, and organizations, including active memberships, sharing knowledge, volunteering, and/or holding positions of leadership within these organizations. Many times, the educator who receives this award has been recognized by receiving other awards from WAEA or other arts education organizations. This award is not specific to one grade level, but is the educator who stands out above and beyond all their peers in local, state, and national levels of participation, education, and advocacy. We are proud to present Cynthia Gaub as the 2021 Washington State Art Educator of the Year. Cynthia holds a fine arts degree from the Evergreen State College and a master's in teaching from City University of Seattle in Tacoma. Active in WAEA, Cynthia has held both committee chair and executive board positions, acting as co-president from 2016 to 2018. She has also served in leadership and committee roles for Washington State Office of Superintendent of Public Instruction and the National Art Education Association. She was the recipient of the WAEA Middle Level Art Teacher of the Year in 2009, and in 2018 received national recognition as the NAEA Pacific Region Middle School Teacher of the Year. Cynthia shares her ideas, lessons, and methods in various art education publications, including School Arts, Arts and Activities, and Splatter. For many years, she has presented at local, state, and national conferences, including WAEA, NAEA, and the Northwest Council for Computer Education. Cynthia is well known for teaching art and sharing her knowledge with other art educators using the Teaching for Artistic Behavior pedagogy. Also known as TAB, these classrooms have structured studio environments with high expectations for self-directed learning in choices of varied workspace and media. Cynthia was an instructor for the TAB Institute in Boston in 2018 and the keynote speaker for TAB Colorado in 2019. She currently teaches art and computer technology at North Middle School in Everett School District. Students in her visual arts class engage in a variety of media in the TAB classroom by accessing studios and meeting challenges based on themes and genres. In digital art, students explore media that require technology, such as animation, photography, video filming, and podcasting. As a technology mentor in her district, Cynthia has taught over 100 district teachers how to use podcasting, blogging, and video in their classrooms. When Cynthia is not teaching, she loves reading, gardening, playing with her dogs, and creating art that can be found on her website at Art and Cloth and on Instagram. She has both managed galleries and shown her artwork in several Seattle area galleries. Congratulations, Cynthia.